And here we are.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. This is an impromptu little live stream that Kim and I decided to do. And the reason for this is a appreciation and gratitude live stream. So, because both of us, Kim yesterday had quite the day. Um, it's been a wild ride. Starting this channel has been a wild ride. And the big thing that both of us, and we're probably both going to cry because I'm already started. Um, it's the thing is, we have YouTubers on here that they they have a channel, they have, I don't know, 100,000 followers or whatever, and they start another channel and they already have a built-in audience, and so their people go over there, and then maybe, hi Cami. So maybe they have this built-in audience that they go over there, um, and that's great. That's great for them. But for us, it's really heartening. Kim started her channel. She didn't know what she was doing. She just had the phone and the cats and her house and her life, and she decided to put it all together and make a YouTube channel out of it. And it worked. And partly it worked because it definitely worked because of Kim and her personality. It worked because of the cats. It worked, and it worked even better when Jenna came on board. Um, and then
And when you started helping me with things too, because you gave me listen, Wanda, don't sell yourself short. You gave me a lot of courage and information and passion in this that I didn't have before, that I didn't even know I had. So give yourself some credit there, because my channel taking off like it did has got to do with you and Jenna both, and and me. So thank you for that, by the way.
well, but it's quite impressive. What you've accomplished, Kim, is
Thank
impressive.
you.
I mean, really, in that short a period of time to have that many. So here we are again, and we started this channel last week after on again, off again, on again, off again, on again, off again. Finally started it last Thursday. Today we hit 54 subscribers.
Yep.
Now, I know, again, YouTubers out there, 400,000, a million, whatever, they'd be listening to me and, what? Really? You're excited over 54?
Hmm.
Well, let me put it this way. It's the old Chinese proverb, the longest journey begins with the first step.
Yep.
And so Kim took the first step last year. Somewhere along her journey, she met me. Well, she met Jenna first, and then she met me. And then I met Jenna through Kim. So somehow these three women connected.
Yes.
And we decided to start the second channel. And for me, 54, because I had a cable access show. I had, like, I don't know, 400 followers. Didn't have subscribers because on Facebook, but like 400 followers, and I thought that was great. Because my goal was never to have a million followers. I didn't care about the numbers. I wanted people. What I cared about was reaching people and educating people and helping people have their voices heard, and that's why I wanted to start this channel with Kim, because we both feel passionately about many things, like about we feel about access to vet care, like Kim stressing, because she called Diana, but her and I were talking too.
Yeah.
And I was hearing it too. I was hearing the tears and the anxiety and and honestly, I'm the same way that Kim is. I would have been the same way. Well, I hope that I have enough money. I mean, because I'm like that. The anxiety's so bad. I don't want to hear the answer because I'm afraid of what the answer is going to be.
And that's exactly what I was going through. It was like, that's why Diana had to urge me to call and ask them what the final cost was going to be, because even though I knew I was going to have to deal with it eventually anyways, it was like that anxiety of calling and finding out now. It's like, if I don't know, it's kind of like, I hate to say this, but it's kind of like the Schrodinger's cat thing. If you don't open the box, you don't know. And therefore you can't stress over it one way or the other, kind of thing. So as long as I didn't make that phone call, it wasn't an issue. So yeah, so that was definitely, what you're saying is actually exactly what I was going through.
Yeah. And no one should have to do that. No one should have to stress over their vet care for their pets. No one should have to make a decision like, okay, I have a pet. I can't keep the pet for whatever reason. My local SPCA or Humane Society or Rescue won't take the pet. Now what do I do? Well, there's a lady down the street that feeds cats. Maybe I'll just put the cat in her colony. Yeah. That happens. And I'm not, and there are people that are irresponsible. I will definitely say that. I definitely agree with that. There are irresponsible people out there that get pets for all the wrong reasons. They get, we see it on YouTube. They get pets for content. They get pets because, wouldn't it look, it's aesthetically pleasing to have a gray cat in my gray living room with my black cat. People get pets for really dumb reasons. But people also get pets and then they get overwhelmed and they don't know what to do.
And they're like designer pets. Like the whole Paris Hilton thing with the dog in the bag thing, and made that a whole like designer thing. It's like, that's not an accessory, dude. Stop.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I know.
Exactly. So, we wanted, but my vision for this channel and Kim's vision for the channel is we want to have a channel where we can reach out and we can advocate to people and we can help people understand things. And that's why I do so much with the cats, because I want people to see that these cats are not making the choice to live on the streets. These cats are not, and you hear it from everyone. You hear it from Jackson Galaxy. You hear it from Hannah Shaw, the kitten lady. And I like Hannah Shaw, the kitten lady. And I used to really like Jackson Galaxy too. This is one of the reasons why I don't care for him anymore. You hear it from like our local SPCA. Our director actually was being interviewed, and it's on record somewhere. He actually made the statement that cats outside not only survive, but they thrive. He made that statement. I could look it up. I can find it somewhere. I know it exists. I've seen it. I just don't have it at my fingertips. But when I see this over and over again, when I see even like the big organizations like Alley Cat Allies and all these other places, Best Friends Animal Society, all these places want to put these cats and say, you know what? They're fine outside. They like being outside. They don't want to come in. But that's not really the truth. That's not really the truth. That's a convenient excuse, I feel, to keep them outside and to not do what you should be doing to help those animals. Because a lot of them are scared strays. And I'm proving that with my colony. Yeah. You can see my colony, pretty much all those cats could be adoptable.
Right.
But there's no place for them to go because they're labeled. And it doesn't feel good to be labeled. And Kim and I know what it feels like to be labeled. Because no matter how much success we get, no matter how far in life we go, we're always going to be, Kim's going to be the meth cook. I'm going to be the mentally ill person. We're always going to have these, we're always going to have this stigma following us. And it's up to us to say, no, I don't accept the stigma. I don't accept the label. And then to help other people and animals that are being stigmatized, and to help advocate for them not to be stigmatized. Because, as you can see, Lucy, back in 2020, when I first started working with Lucy did not want to be touched. I couldn't touch that cat. That cat, she wasn't nasty, but she didn't want anything to do with me. I'd reach for her, she'd run the other way. Now I can't get her away from me. Now you can see on these shorts, if I call them, they come running. Right now, Abracadabra is laying here in a little bed beside me. She was born outside. My fluffy boy Fury, that everybody enjoys so much, that everybody, I have a window area in my bedroom, and he was sitting there one day looking out on the street, and I actually heard somebody walking underneath, and I heard them say, "Oh my God, look at that cat. That's the most beautiful cat I've ever seen." And I'm actually laying in bed and I'm chuckling because I'm thinking, yeah, that's a cat that was born on the street.
Mhm.
That's a cat that spent his first couple of months outside before I ever brought him in. He's not a purebred cat.
Oh,
He's a street cat,
yeah.
but he's the best cat ever. In my book, I mean,
Mhm.
everybody's cat is the best cat ever. But
Well, you know what, Wanda? That brings that. I mean, speaking to that, ragdolls. Ragdolls are a breed of cat that people just revere because they're so beautiful and they're so elegant and they're so sought after and they're very expensive. What people don't realize that ragdolls were combined between a Himalayan cat and an alley cat, a stray alley cat. So that ragdoll that people think are so precious and so awesome, they're not even a new breed. I mean, they're not even an old breed. They just became a thing in the 60s. They were created in the 60s and they were created using a stray alley cat and a Himalayan. So yeah, so just because that's a very good point, Wanda.
so I want to say hi to Gertrude. Um, and so the reason that we're doing the stream, because I went off a little tangent there, apologize.
You're
That's Kim and I both have ADD. There's going to be tangents. It's just so the reason that I called Kim and said, "Hey Kim, what are you doing right now?" I'm not gonna tell you what she said she was doing.
Oh no, I was going to the bathroom. Yeah. No. She goes, "What are you doing right now?" And I'm like, going to the bathroom. She was like, "What are you doing after that?" Listen, that's just real. Everybody goes to the bathroom, Wanda. Everybody
Well,
goes to the
that's
bathroom.
true. That's true. But I don't know how Mr. YouTube would feel about that. Mr. YouTube's a little bit weird.
You know, and didn't say anything vulgar. It's
I
okay.
know you didn't, but Mr. YouTube, the
I'll
algorithm,
be okay
Mr.
with that
YouTube's a little bit strange. Um,
as well.
so, I was originally going to come in on here by myself because what I saw was when I've had a busy morning, and usually like first thing in the morning, when I get up, one of the first things I do is I check the channel and I check to see who left comments, and then I heart things and I try to respond. And I try to keep up with all that. I post, I try to post a couple of things so you have something to look at during the day until the channel grows a little more and we get to actually do like regular live streams and such. And last night when I did those couple little videos of the community cats, the subs were 40. We had 48 and then somebody unsubbed, so then it was 47. I'm like, oh no, are people like, is the content that bad? So I looked this morning to see if I could figure out like who unsubscribed. Not that it matters, it's just my weird
ADHD,
brain is just
that
like,
ADHD thing.
yeah, it's just I just you know
I
it
think there's some
bugs me.
OCD in there, obsessive compulsive disorder. Yeah, there's some of that too.
Probably. Yeah.
But
I'm
we love you
sure.
anyways. It's
Yeah,
okay. I'm not judging.
I'm sure. So so I look and it says 54 subs. I'm like,
Which
wait,
means the reason why that milestone is important is why.
it's important because now I can actually stream right off of YouTube. We don't
From
have to
your
go
phone.
through
Yep, from
StreamYard.
the app. So you
Yeah.
don't have to have your laptop. You don't have to have StreamYard. You can do it straight from your phone, which means now you can do live videos walking around outside with your phone with the cats. That's why this milestone is so important for Wanda, because I know that that's something she wanted to do. So I just want to say congratulations, Wanda. I'm so happy for you.
And it's so nice because StreamYard as a platform is really nice, but it gets cumbersome because you have to go into StreamYard, you have to log in, then you have to, pick which media you want to stream to and all this jazz. This way I can just go right to YouTube, click the button, and there we go. The problem I'm having now is my phone. I don't know. My phone had an update, and since it had an update, the camera's volume is really, really low. So I have to figure out how to get that volume where it needs to be. But then we'll be golden. But hi, Ruby. Read on. Yeah, we were only planning on being here a few minutes too. We're just celebrating having a 54 subs, and like I was saying in the beginning, that it may be silly to some YouTubers that are like, well, it doesn't mean anything. What can you do with 54 subs? Okay, but here's the thing. Like Kim and I have discussed, you don't need to be, those 54 people took the time to hit that little button to subscribe. Number one, they're taking the time to look at the videos. They're taking the time to comment. They're taking the time to hang out with us like you all are right now.
Yep.
We all have busy lives. We all have a lot of things going on, but people are taking the time to come to us. They're expressing that they like what we're doing. They're supporting what we're doing. There been major support for Kim and her channel and the cats and all the things that have been sent to her, treats and things. And by the way, Kim, I'm going to just put this out here. I know you can do this on one of your streams when there's more people, but I know Kim had said to me that that a lot of people really want to donate food to her, but Amazon's just because Amazon's weird with the food prices, and it's
so expensive, and I don't like it.
We found a workaround. So if you want to donate food to Kim, what you can do is you can do an e-gift card to Walmart, PetSmart, any of those places.
Any of those places.
Yeah, any of those places you can do. And that way you don't have to worry about, Kim doesn't have to worry about having a P.O. box. She has an email address. Just email the gift card to her and there she goes. Now she can go get her food that, because I know a lot of people do want to contribute that.
And just so you guys know, because Wanda and I were talking about the price, and she had asked me one day why I don't have that stuff. Because listen, a 30-pound bag of the food that I get for these guys at Walmart is $27. That same bag on Amazon is like 40 something. And I just can't justify one of you guys spending that much money on something that can easily be gotten for 27. It's such an insane hike. So this was Wanda's idea, which I didn't even think of. And I think it's a great idea, Wanda. So thank you for bringing that up. Yes, that's definitely an alternative. If anybody wanted to do the food thing, I would rather do it that way because I don't want anybody spending that much money on something like that.
Yeah. And there's definitely, I did the little video on how I feed the cats on an extreme budget. Yeah. And that, and I want to redo that because again, the sound wasn't good on it. Something going off my phone. I don't know. I'll have to try to do it. I can do it on my laptop. But as far as like where I'm concerned, in the beginning of the month, I go through all the different retailers. I look to see like Target right now has 20% off of dry Purina cat food. Right. So you can get, Kim uses Friskies, you can get that there. And they, and then, PetSmart has promos, Chewy has promos. Everybody always has a promo. There's always something. Right. So this would be really great too for people. So if you're on a budget, but you still want to donate some food to her, you can go to the cheapest place because you can just get I think you can get an e-gift card to most any place nowadays and just send it to her email. So,
and if you guys decide to do that, this is the other thing. If you guys decide to do that and you have a specific thing in mind that you want that money used toward, I will honor that. So if you send an e-gift card and you say, hey, this is for food, I'm going to look at that and go, okay, cool. Then that's what it's getting used for. Mm-hmm. Or if you send one and say, hey, this is a generic Visa, gift card that's like $20 some. This is for you to re-up on pine pellets. Then that's what I'm going to use it for. Just so you guys know, if you guys have something set in mind, feel free to put that with it. And I will most certainly make sure it goes toward whatever it is you guys want it to go toward.
So another sidetrack that we just went on.
Anyway. We can do whatever we want, Wanda.
That's right. But I just wanted to express to everyone how much it means to me that because really Kim has her channel. This was, her and I were throwing around the idea. She told me to start the channel. And so it'd be my channel. And so we can keep things separate. But the amount of support that I have from everyone is just so heartwarming. So heartwarming. You can tell I do rescue stuff. So
Wanda's got heartworms. Damn
Yeah, I
it.
got heartworms. Oh my lord. So heartwarming that people are turning out like this and are checking in. And even look, I mean, we didn't advertise this live stream because this was just going to be a quick little, hey everybody, thank you so much for your support, and we wanted to give our gratitude and appreciation to everyone. And here we have Cami and Gertrude and Ruby Dawn. um so I appreciate all of you, and it's just, I appreciate what everyone does too in their communities, because there's so many people in in Kim's community and now coming over here to this community that are they just don't have companion cats. They have colonies like I have, and they know what it's like. They know how hard it is. They know the struggle to feed everybody, the struggle when you're dealing with neighbors and landlords and all, and townships and city councils and all kinds of crap that you have to deal with. And we're doing it because we love the cats, because we want things to change. We want to make things better. We want to, I mean, I envision a time when every cat that can be adopted gets to be adopted. I know I probably won't see that in my lifetime, but I would hope that happens at some point. So right now I would just be content with the stigma of quote feral cats, community cats being, and people calling the police on you. Yep.
And after yesterday, I really am more motivated now to work toward more affordable vet care, because yesterday really, especially in the comment section after I put up that video of what happened, just knowing how many people, I'm going to cry now, just knowing how many people don't have the opportunity that I got yesterday. Because listen, you saw me crying. I am so grateful and so just beyond words that got done for such an incredible cost. And the fact that I know that I have that available to me and so many people don't, that makes me so much more motivated to just be more of an advocate for that being something more widespread. Because I hate the fact that there are people that don't have that available to them. It's just not right.
Yeah, I agree, Cami. Yeah, she says there should be no strays, no fur babies should go hungry or not cared for if hurt.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of them. Here's watching like Catitude says, "Well, shit, I'm late because I was watching a Life with 18 Cats video."
Yeah, Wanda, I thought about that after we went live. I'm like, wait a minute, I just put up that video and then we went live.
Yeah, this was Catitude. This was really.
It was impromptu.
This was really, really just off the cuff. And the reason for it is because we now have 54 subscribers, which means I can now live stream directly through YouTube. So I don't have to play around with my StreamYard platform. And I just wanted to come on here and express all the appreciation and gratitude to everyone who is, showing up to this channel and commenting and being supportive and not only supporting Kim and her channel and her cats, but also now coming in and helping and supporting what I'm trying to do and supporting all the little kids out there by my car every night that come for a meal. And I just saw Ruby Dawn. I have 2 right now with bad injuries that I am nursing myself because my Humane Society said they would only
PTS put to.
Yeah.
Well,
and see, that's another issue is there are a lot of vets that won't work with quote feral cats, even if they're friendly, even if it's obvious they were strays or they're just scared strays.
Yeah. Wow, Gertrude.
Ooh.
Wow. I don't even have words for that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh my Lord. I don't even know. That's awful. I don't even know what to listen. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't. That's awful. That is so awful.
That's honestly, that's unethical.
Yeah, no, that's unethical. Yeah,
That's
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 very
really that's really unethical, because any ethical vet would never put a
no,
healthy, an
no,
animal that could be
no.
cared for and vetted back to health. They would never even offer that. I
No.
mean, you know,
That's awful.
yeah.
I can't believe that there are people out there that do that.
I mean, I would even question. I really would. I would question. I couldn't believe it, and talked to one person that day that put you. Oh my lord.
That's so sad. That's so sad. God, I'm sorry that there are people out there like that. That's just, oh, yeah, that's just, and those are the kind of things that, Wanda and I want to speak out against. Now, are two, just regular girls like us gonna make everything in the world different? No, but we can at least change it for some people. We can do something. And if everybody did the same thing, just use their voice and, spoke out, we could make some difference.
Well, we can be the match that strikes the flame before it
Exactly.
starts the fire.
Yeah.
That's what we can
There has
be.
to be
We can.
certain part. Yeah, there has to be in order to burn it down,
Mhm.
there has to be a spark somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, if that's our role, is just to be a little spark that instigates that fire that eventually burns it down. I can be okay with that. Oh my god. Oh, Ruby Dawn, I'm so sorry that you listen. I knew some of the story, but I didn't know that part. That's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful that he said that to you. I cannot believe that. No, 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 no. That's not okay. That's not okay.
Well, and and just to kind of put in perspective what we're up against, because Kim and I, everyone knows that we've done presentations for animal welfare folks, and one of them that we did it for was Maddie's Fund, and this is like Maddie's Fund has a community conversation every Monday, and all the animal welfare people congregate and la la la. And I sometimes look at their discussions, and they had a discussion one time about spaying and neutering, and someone actually said something about, well, if we offer spay and neuter, then they don't show up because they say they don't have transportation. I mean, it was really a
Rude.
snotty, snooty comment. And it took everything that I had to not say anything, because my comment probably would have been struck.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, okay, obviously you never lived in poverty. Obviously you never weren't able, you've always had enough money that you could fix your car, or you didn't have a transportation issue, or, I mean, it's easy to point the finger and judge when
Right.
you've never been there or done that. And it really, it irritates me to no
Yeah.
end. It really does.
Yep.
And
It is.
that's a horrible thing. I'm sorry that you had to go through that,
Yeah.
Ruby
I'm
Dawn.
really sorry for that too, Ruby
Yeah,
Dawn. That's awful. And Gertrude, you know what?
yeah,
What you explained, that's awful. That's unethical. It really is. A lot of it. I mean, there's a lot of unethical things that are going on. And like I said, I don't take for granted what I have here. I mean, I'm finding out. Listen, when I moved to Missouri, I didn't research the animal, welfare situation here before I moved, because I didn't think about it. Because again, I hadn't met Wanda yet. These are things that I now consider. Like now, if I move to a new location, the first thing I would do is check out the animal welfare and animal resources in that area before I decided to move there. But that's not something I thought of before, so I had no idea when I moved here what this situation would be like. And I'm finding out that I did luck out. I really did. And I'm very fortunate, and I know that, and I don't take that for granted. And I really want to do what we can to try to make sure that that's more widespread available for people.
yeah. And so many of the human services side of this, well, even the animal welfare, both sides,
Yeah.
the animal welfare side understands that there's a human animal bond. They understand that, but they don't put it in practice. And the human service side, they don't even understand it. I don't think, because I mean, I can give an example. I'm on the board of an organization here in York, that they actually are boots on the ground. They go out to people experiencing homelessness. Like, they go out to where they are. They'll go out to cars, under the bridges, wherever people are. That's where they go, and they try to help them. They do case management and I mean, they're a great organization. I wouldn't be involved with them, and if I didn't like the founder and the organization and the people involved in it. But the gripe that I have, and I haven't talked to the founder yet about this, but I'm going to. We had a board meeting last week, and on last Friday we have it's called Give Local. It's called Give Local York, and it's every May they have this big fundraising thing for all the nonprofits, and it's just a big deal. It starts at 9 o'clock on Thursday night, and then it runs until 9 o'clock on Friday night, and people donate money, and there's gift matching and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So this organization that I'm involved with, they were going to go down to the square, and each of them were going to bring an item that they include in backpacks for people experiencing homelessness. Like somebody was going to bring a tent, somebody was going to bring like baby wipes. I mean, things that people on the street use and they provide them like packs and things to help them survive on the street until they can try to find them a home, which kind of, just pointing out correlation here between people experiencing homelessness and cats experiencing homelessness. So I'm sitting there and I'm listening to all these things about, we're going to share these items, blah, blah, blah. And they were going to have the police, were going to have their therapy dogs there. And I'm just listening to all this and thinking, wouldn't it be nice if somebody thought about taking leashes down or collars or, the
portable water and food bowls, anything.
Water bowls, portable litter pans. I mean, maybe think about that, because I know, you have folks that have pets. Yep. And, we had one of the members, and when Kim and I were part of that lived experience working group, one of the members has a nonprofit out in California, and she was telling me about going into city council and talking about, the dogs and things. And one of the council members said something like, yeah, these people, the homeless people, and they have the dogs and they just let the dogs run around. And she said, well, you know what, maybe you could just go and get some leashes, go down to the dollar store and buy some leashes for them. Yeah. So I know Kim has a little story about leashes.
Yeah, I was actually at one of the gas station by my house one day, and I know you guys have heard me tell the story about how I had bought Marcel a medium-sized dog harness, and that had a leash with it too. And I also had an old collar that belonged to my daughter's dog that she didn't have anymore. I don't know how it ended up in my stuff, but anyways, this guy had a dog, and the dog was a bigger dog, and he was leading him around. This dog very well behaved, so it's not like he was pulling. He was not being injured, just so you guys know. All he had was a phone cord. He had a big phone cord that he had just kind of fashioned into like a collar and leash. And that's what he had for this dog. And it was just to keep the dog safe. And like I said, the dog was fine, but I was like, dude, you know what? Do you need a collar? And just hold on. You stay right here. You can be here for a minute. He's like, yeah. I said, okay, don't go anywhere. I'm going to be right back. I got something for you. I came home and I grabbed the leash and the collar that I had, and I ran it back up there, and I said, here, put this on your dog. Now you have a collar and leash. And this man was in tears. He was so damn happy because he got a collar and leash for his dog. And I'm like, it's really that simple, guys. It's really that simple. Just help him out. And then you won't have the problem. I think people just want something to bitch about, actually.
Yeah, nobody talks about, you know that I'm involved with trauma-informed care and trainings, and there's a coalition that I'm involved in as well. And there was a woman on there, and she was talking about, she's a black woman. So she was a black woman in like an inner city area. I forget what she was, an assistant DA or something, but it was a predominantly black area where they had a lot of crime and shootings and such. And she was talking about how everybody just wants to solve the crime. They want to solve the gun violence. They want to solve all these things. But she said, no one's asking, why do people have the guns in the first place? And when she said that, I'm like, that's a good point, because it's kind of like with the cats. Why are the cats out there in the first place? I mean, we know some reasons why, but, is anyone really talking about that? I mean, I think people know why there's reasons. I mean, people know some of the reasons why they're stray animals, but why aren't people talking about that? Why in these like city council meetings and such. Why is it like, oh, what are we going to do? Are we going to poison them? Or are we going to relocate them? Or are we going to, what are we going to do to these, get rid of these cats? Oh, we'll put a ban. You can't feed the cats. And we're going to punish people that really don't want to. I mean, I don't want to watch an animal starve to death.
Nope.
I'm already traumatized. I don't need to be further traumatized. You know, that's what I told my landlord. When my landlord was telling me about, you know, you're going to feed him. And I said, I don't care what you say. I said, I am not going to let an animal starve. If you have to evict me, then you evict me. And we'll go into court and I will ask the judge, please, judge, look at my lease. See if it says in there anywhere that I cannot feed a cat. Because as far as I can tell, unless I'm, you know, having some kind of selective blindness, I don't see anything in there that says that I can't feed the cats. And I definitely don't see anything where this landlord has a right to tell me what to do in my own time. Right. So she needs to back off. You know, she was threatening to have the animals taken by animal control, which, first of all, animal control only deals with dogs in the city. But right. Second of all, if they did take the cats, they would take the cats to the SPCA. The SPCA would immediately euthanize them because, oh, they're not adoptable. Because nobody wants to take the time to really let them settle down and to see if they're friendly or not. So I just basically told her, we have a law in Pennsylvania called Libre's Law. It came out of a puppy mill situation. And Libre's Law just toughened up the laws for animal abuse. So I basically told her, I said, you know, look up Libre's Law. I said, because if you do that, if you kill, if you harm, if you touch a hair on any of those cats' heads, I will immediately have you arrested and you'll have a felony. I said, then you won't be working anywhere. Yep. Problem went away. You know, I mean, they still don't like me and I don't like them, and that's fine. I don't care. You know,
Wanda doesn't care.
I don't care. But if they want to start a battle, I will finish it.
Yeah.
And I am not going to look. I had to surrender my dogs. It was the hardest thing that I ever did. I don't talk about it because right now I'm getting emotional. Yep. It is a trauma that is so deep. You know, my mother dying, and this is saying a lot because my mother and I were very close. My mother dying was a lesser trauma for me because my mother was sick. You know, she was old. She was in a bad situation in a nursing home, and I mean, it was that I had a less trauma. I had less harder time dealing with that trauma than I did with surrendering my dogs. Because
I think your mom getting sick and being older and dying was a process that, yes, it's hard, but it's a process that you know is going to happen in life. So that's easier to deal with that trauma than an unexpected process that shouldn't have happened, that was forced on you like that. There's a big difference between those two traumas. So I don't want anybody to take away from this and go, oh, it was harder for the no. An elderly parent getting sick and dying is a process that's natural. Okay. Somebody forcing you or tricking you into surrendering your animals in a situation where it shouldn't have happened. Totally different.
Yeah. I mean, and I remember, I mean, I was illegally evicted because the landlord, I had bucked up against the landlord. That's a whole other story. But I was being legally evicted. I didn't have a car at the time because that was another issue. Hi, Jenna. My whole world was imploding and exploding at the same time. I was actively mentally ill. I was, seriously considering self-exiting. I had a lot going on. And I remember, I took the dogs to the rescue that I had gotten 2 of them from. And I will never forget, I was in a homeless shelter. I was physically sick. I was mentally sick. I remember there was like this little overpass that goes between the 2 sides of the city. And I'm walking over this overpass and I get a phone call. And the woman who is the adoptive person down that rescue is telling me that my old dog Laddie, that I, had been through everything with me, he was dying. And she said to me, you had this dog for so long. It would be nice if he had his human by his side at the end. And I nicely told her, I said, do you think Do you think that I'm the kind of person that would just surrender my animals? You know, because you have no idea. You don't know who I am. You have no right to judge me. I'm literally standing in the middle of on this bridge with cars going by me, bawling my eyes out because my dog is dying. There's no way I can get to see him. I can't say goodbye to him. I didn't even get to say goodbye to them. I mean, I dropped my dogs off. I was so naive. I thought I was going to be back for them. I never got back for them. So I never said goodbye. I never said a proper goodbye to them. And it haunts me to this day because I think about that. I think about what must those animals think of me? I was their mom. You know, I was their pet parent. I was the person that fed them and took care of them and hugged them and loved them. And now there they are. I just dropped them off and I left. It does something to you. It does something to a person. You know, it's an extreme kind of trauma that I don't wish on my worst enemy.
And for people watching in the future, I'm not talking about, you know, obviously we're not talking about the community that we've built. I'm talking about for people that may be coming here brand new in the future that question whether trauma is real for people in these situations. Yeah, trauma is real.
Yeah.
The trauma is real and it can last for years and years. It can last a lifetime sometimes. So, yeah.
Because those dogs literally kept me alive. There's just no other word for it. I mean, and I thought, you know, until I started meeting other people with lived experience of homelessness and mental health issues and really talking to them and hearing their stories and hearing over and over and over and over and over again how the animals kept them from self-exiting. You know, I mean, self-exiting is already very high. Imagine how much higher it would be if those people didn't have those animals. I mean, Kim's here. You wouldn't have Kim.
I wouldn't. Yeah, you guys wouldn't have. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the cats. Because
just take a minute to let that sink in and think about that and really appreciate that, because you wouldn't have Kim. I would never have met Kim. We wouldn't know Jenna. None of you would know us. I mean, just think how everything would be so different if we didn't have those animals.
Honestly, we wouldn't have Amber and Figaro because I would have never been able to have Perfect and Mittens in a house together in order for those two to be here. So, I mean, the ripple effect is huge. The ripple effect is so huge. But yeah, and if you guys know that, if it wasn't for my cats, yeah, no, I would not be here. I really wouldn't. Yeah. I promise. As well, I'm trying to rearrange my chair right now.
And I will tell you that, you know, Kim and I, like, after these live streams, like, we'll sit and we'll talk for a little bit. And
hours, don't lie to you. Yeah, hours.
You know, I watch the cats come on her lap. I watch her interact, and I can just see the joy in her face, the absolute pure love that she has for those cats. So that's why I said in that, well, I don't know which video it was, but that one comment, I think it was the Amber video, where I said, you know, nobody better ever say that she doesn't care about her animals, because they'll have to come through me, because I know how much she cares. And yeah, she doesn't have Elon Musk kind of money. So yeah, she doesn't have stainless steel litter boxes and top of the line litter and, you know, this and that and the other. But she takes care of her animals. She loves her cats. She takes care of those cats. You know,
would I love to give them a life like Elon Musk money could give them? Yeah. Oh my God, yes. Them and so many more. But right now, I can only do what I can do for these guys, and I think I do a pretty good job. I'm not mad about it. They're not mad about it either. They love me, so.
No, yeah. I think, you know, and I just think it's important for people to understand how powerful that human-animal bond is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when I that little short that I put up where I said my happy place with Lucy, it's my happy place when I'm feeling, you know, when I go out there at night, that is the Willy Wonka that's the scene where the kids are going into the chocolate factory
Yep.
with all the the lollipop flowers and everything.
Oh yeah, when they finally get in where the river is and everything, when they see the whole thing, they're like, "Oh my god!" Yeah,
that's me when I walk down there every night. That's that's playing, and this is my world of pure imagination. These are my wonderful, these are my babies. They're my, I don't own them technically, but they still, I go out there and it's quiet. There's nobody around, and I can sit and I can talk to them and I can tell them, I can sit there and I can say, boy, my landlord is such an ass, man. And, Lucy's just going to go, meow.
Right.
It's like, there's no judgment.
Right.
She doesn't know what I'm saying, but at least I can voice it to somebody. I can say things to these cats I can't say to anybody else.
When Wanda called me, well, after the bathroom part, I'm like, okay, I got to get myself at least looking presentable. She's like, oh, I'm not worried. I'm like, no, I don't think you understand. My hair wasn't even up. I look like Albert Einstein because I was just laying on the couch, hair just everywhere. I'm like, I got to do something. But you know what? My cats didn't care. They didn't care that I had a bad hair day. They were like, we love you. Can we have food?
Did you read Gertrude's?
Yes, Kim's Clickety Clack Kung Fu Team. You guys are the best. I love you guys so much. Next time somebody messes with me, I'm like, dude, listen, I got a Clickety Clack Kung Fu Team. I don't think you want to do this.
Yeah. And now on a more serious note, just for a minute, just while I'm thinking of this, I do want to put this out there to everyone, because I know Kim had her video on Sunday, and I just want to mirror what she's saying. So, this community, what I really want to do, and I've talked about this, and I'm just kind of waiting because I thought about doing a stream on last Sunday night, but I wanted Kim to rest, because I know Kim would have been, oh, Wanda, if I had done it by myself, she would have been upset. And if I didn't include her, there'd been hell to pay down the road.
Oh,
so yeah, so I just decided not to do a live stream, because I wanted her to just take some time, to regroup mentally and physically after the week that she had with, going, doing her job and traveling all around for that. And
now you guys know the weekend I had, because now the video's up
and all the other stuff. So I wanted her just to chill out on Sunday. But what I had been thinking about doing Sunday, like later Sunday night, is I want to do like at least one live stream a week, where it's just basically this kind of stuff, where we just have, basically Kim and I are facilitators, and it's your time.
Yep.
You can talk amongst yourselves. You can talk to, you can ask us questions. But I think, especially for the people in this community that do TNR, rescue, fostering, colony management, all those things are really, really hard. It is incredibly hard to do those things and mentally taxing. And there needs to be some kind of release, because it's kind of like being a doctor or being someone that has that kind of a job, or police officer, where you're seeing crap all day long. And it's not something that you can go out to dinner with friends and go, oh, wow, we had an accident today and somebody lost their head. You can't. That's
not a dinner conversation, dude.
Right, that's not dinner conversation. Oh. And just like, with some of the stuff that we see and experience, and
like Jerry. Remember what Jerry told us last weekend? Yeah. Oh, that's the kind of stuff. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys something. I told Wanda this one day, and this includes you, Wanda. You guys always say thank you to me or whatever. Let me just tell you guys that are taking care of colony cats and doing all this work with rescues and whatever and TNR, you guys are my heroes, Wanda included, because really what you guys do, I couldn't do. I just couldn't. You know why? Because there's loss involved and I can't deal with that. I can't do it. I just can't. So what you guys see and what you guys deal with and what you guys go through, I give all of you guys so much credit, and you have my undying respect forever, because I couldn't, Wanda. I couldn't do what you do. I couldn't.
Yeah. you know,
Yeah.
and I know it's hard. And I mean, we have people like Ruby Dawn. I'm
Yeah.
just picking on Ruby Dawn because I know how many cats she has. I don't know, you know, everybody yet and
Right.
how many cats they have in their colonies, etc. But I know that she definitely has like what 20 outside, 20
Oh
inside.
yes, at least, at
Has,
least,
yeah,
at
she has
least.
around 40 cats inside outside that she's dealing with. It's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
I
When
think all of you guys were here for Jerry. Yeah, I think all you guys were here for Jerry's conversation last
yeah,
week. That's the kind of stuff right there that I'm talking about with you guys. You guys do that stuff. I just, I mean, listen, if I had to, obviously I would. If I was put in that position where I had to do that and take care of that, obviously I would. I would do it and I would let myself be hurt and whatever and deal with the trauma myself. I don't care. But I go out of my way to not have to be put in that situation because which is why I can't go out and take care of colony cats, which is why I just admire Wanda, Ruby Dawn, all of you guys, Gary, everybody that goes out and does that are just you guys are amazing to me. And I will yeah. Cam's his Wendell was feeding a colony of keys in the middle of nowhere for 3 years. He drives
yeah,
them. Oh, because see, that's the stuff. You guys are phenomenal. You guys are absolute angels
yeah,
on earth, and I will always say that you guys are the true heroes. Really, you guys
yeah,
are.
yeah. Cami, we have well, so the rescue group that I'm involved with is Feline Solutions. They're the ones that are handling Valentino's adoption, and one of their volunteers does TNR, and she's out on the west end of the city. In the west end of the city, they have a labyrinth of groundhog holes. So they actually had to relocate these groundhogs because they were basically creating sinkholes. There were so many of them. And once they got rid of the groundhogs, the cats took over. So now the cats are going through these tunnels. And the one woman that does TNR, she was telling me how she actually had to get down and crawl into one of those tunnels to get a cat that our local SPCA spayed, but didn't surgically stitch her upright. So the incision came open, and it was a mess, and she didn't want the cat to die, so she went and crawled through these groundhog tunnels to get this cat. I mean, you know, they're doing, I mean, I have utmost appreciation for what Wendell is doing
Oh
because
yeah, go
again,
Wendell. Wendell.
I know people that do that, and it's, I mean, I'm lucky. I just walk out the door, I go down the stairs, and there's the colony. And that's been a big thing of mine too. Is like if I move, what do I do with the colony? You know, what do I do? I mean, I'm trying to work that out because, you know, I don't want to be here. I'm you know, I'm looking at other possibilities. So,
Let me
but
say this one, Cam. You know, you guys know how I feel about relationships and like marriage and all that stuff. You know, if I could find a Wendell, not your Wendell, but if I could find my own Wendell, I would seriously consider getting married again. I would, but it would have to be another Wendell. Yeah. Any man that's willing to drive 3 hours twice a day. Yeah. Or I mean, not 3 hours, but drive twice a day to go feed cats for three. No, I was looking at the 3 years. I don't know what the heck I was doing. I don't listen. English doesn't English, but no, any man that was willing to do that, that's my kind of man, and I would seriously consider getting married again. But it'd have to be it'd have to be another Wendell. Just saying.
yeah, it's well, and it's a lot of it's a lot of work.
And that's why they're not your hubbies anymore, Gert. You know,
Yeah,
Cam. That's why. Yeah.
Wendell's for
You get a
everyone.
Wendell.
You get a
Gertrude
Wendell.
turned into Oprah. She's like, Wendell's for everyone. You get a Wendell. You get a Wendell. Oh my god.
Gertrude, that might be the one case for cloning that I can actually come up with.
Listen, we had a conversation about that cloning thing, and that's one cloning I might be able to get behind.
Yeah.
Although, except for we'd have to speed up their aging process because I don't need Chris Hansen at my door.
Yeah. But
oh, funny.
But on a serious note, I do want to say this because I want this to be in the stream for people that rewatch, and this isn't really directed at anybody here,
Right.
but just to echo what Kim said in her video on Sunday. I want this to be when we have these kind of these streams where everybody's in and they're talking about, hard things and hard emotions, and there's all kinds of stuff going on that is serious, and like what was her name? I'm sorry, Kim, that had the cat dropped at her door. Jerry. Like what happened with Jerry?
Yeah.
It's serious. It's a serious
Yes.
conversation.
Yes.
People are already feeling they have a high emotions, and we don't need any silliness.
Right.
So I'm not, I'm basically in those kind of streams, there'll be zero tolerance for that.
Zero.
So I just want
you're going to be more grace on my channel than you're going to get on this one. I promise you guys that.
Yeah, I don't, the other things, like if we're doing interviews with somebody or something like that, and if there's like the guy that comes on to Kim's channel every once in a while and trolls and says, well, my 8-year-old hit my cat, threw it across the room, or what, something like that. That, in a regular live stream, you can kind of like just put him on timeout, or just ignore him. But in this kind of setting, when we're actually basically, because I envision this basically as like a support group for people involved in this kind of like colony management, TNR, fostering, rescue, those kind of things. I just want people to feel safe. That's my big thing. I want people to feel safe. I want people to feel, I don't want people to feel like, I can't say what I want to say because somebody's going to troll me or somebody's going to make a joke out of it, because these subjects are not funny. They're just not. And I'm sorry, I just have zero tolerance for somebody that wants to come on here and do it. I'm just not gonna play that game. So if people get mad, they get mad, but I'm just not gonna play it. If they want to come on a different kind of live stream, like if Kim and I are doing something, if we're have a guest or something and somebody says something dumb, okay, well, we can kind of overlook that. But when somebody's pouring out their heart and saying, I had a cat dropped at my door and the cat was basically mutilated and I had to deal with it. No, that's not the time for somebody to make some smart ass joke. I'm sorry. It's just not.
Nope.
So I just want everyone to know that that is going to be a very sacred, safe space when we start the support group kind of thing.
Yeah,
because I want this to be, because I don't think that it really exists anywhere. I don't think there is a platform that has something like that.
We could start a new platform.
Yeah.
Instead of OnlyFans, we can do OnlyFurs.
OnlyFurs.
And not furries. No. Yeah. OnlyFurs. It can be a support platform.
Yeah.
For people that take care of animals.
Yeah.
Listen, Juana, I think we're onto something.
Yeah. I don't know, Kim. The name, I think we're going to have to change a little bit, because
we can talk
the OnlyFurs is going to become OnlyFurs.
Let me get OnlyFurries.
We're going to see something in the chat we're not going to listen.
Okay, you're right. That name just kind of invites it. I get it. You're right. I see the error of my ways in that one.
Yeah, it's cute. It's really cute. I like it's cute, but I think maybe we should take that for some other kind of channel. That was uncouth.
Yeah, I know, Cam. Your daughter's always telling you no more cats, Mama, all the time. I know. That's so funny. Your daughter's trying to be the voice of reason. Oh, too funny.
How old is your daughter, Cammie?
Yeah, how old is she? I never asked her that.
Yeah.
I think she's older. 30. That's what I thought. Yeah, so her daughter. That's what I thought. I thought for some reason that your daughter and my daughter were the same age, because I get the same exact comments from my daughter.
See, they're still young. They
RN and has 2 kitties.
Yeah.
Listen, my daughter has 2 dogs and 2 cats. And I think 2 cats. She might have more by now, but one of those cats she actually got from me, and she's telling me, "Mom, no more cats." I'm like, "Really, dude? Really? Really? You're gonna be talking to me?"
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, they
Our
you know
kids,
they're still babies. They're 30. They're still babies. They're still growing. They're still,
Emmanuel,
yeah. Hi, Emmanuel.
how you doing, hon?
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing
That's my son's favorite.
yeah.
Yeah.
One day there'll be crazy cat ladies too.
It is destiny. It's like legacies. It's like legacies at colleges or at fraternities or whatever, sororities. Our kids are legacies being crazy cat ladies.
Well, I actually think let me
Yes,
double
Cam, I
check
agree.
this.
My daughters too.
I think this month is National Pet Month, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. Did you look it up?
I'm looking it up now.
I don't know why I grabbed my
I'm
phone. You're
thinking-
fully capable of looking.
Because I'm thinking if May is national, because okay, so if May is National Pet Month, it's also Mental Health Month. So maybe we need to combine the two and have a crazy cat lady day.
Here's my problem with that. I don't know. I don't know that here. Okay. If you're doing a national pet month and a national emotional behavior mental health month, I don't think calling people crazy is in line with the mental health month portion of that. So I think we may have to be looking for a prettier way to say that. Hi, Miss Nunya. How you doing?
No, it is. It is. It's May is National Pet
Yes,
Month.
it is. She is absolutely right.
Yeah.
Unless you're in the UK, like Emmanuel is, then it's in April. So
it's that.
it's
But
different for UK, hon.
you know what? Though most people that I know in the mental health community, we own the crazies.
We really do.
We own it.
Now, normal people can't say that to us. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stand for that. But crazy knows crazy. That's all there is.
Crazy cat lady day.
Can you imagine me and Wanda sitting here trying to be all PC about everything we say in a live stream?
Yeah.
That in itself would be crazy. Hey, guess what? Wait a minute. Shut up, Wanda.
Hi, Nanya.
Mental Health Awareness Month, May.
Yeah, I told you.
That's awesome. Listen, because I think you're full of it sometimes. I'm just saying. Now, whether that's something about you or says something about me, I don't know. But I think it's interesting that we're both in the same month.
What I think's funny about that statement, Kim, is that I'm mentally ill. I think I would know what month celebrates my mental illness.
I have 19 cats and I have mental health issues. I didn't know either of these things. Listen, I don't know. It's Wanda crazy sometimes. I think she makes things up. I'm like, did you make that up? She's like, no, and I'm Googling half the stuff she says to me.
See, Emmanuel says, I believe pets are good for mental health. Okay, so why don't we combine it with, oh, I got it, Kim. Seriously. Oh, no. Emotional Support Animal Day. National Emotional Support Animal Day. We'll celebrate on your channel.
We could do that. We could figure something else out. Yeah, we could figure something out. If Jenna's in here right now, she's panicking. Jenna, don't worry.
Ran away.
Don't worry, Jenna. Don't panic. It's okay, Jenna. Deep breaths. Get a bag. Because you said that as soon as you said we could do it on your channel, I know Jenna went, wait a minute, what? Wait a minute, I gotta look at my schedule.
Okay, we can do it on
There's Jenna. I knew she was in here. It's okay, Jenna, calm down. We will have this is one of those ones where when the crazy cat ladies start having ideas, we'll do that. We'll handle it.
Yeah, Nunya. I mean, yes, Nunya and I have been texting. Yes. Because Nunya, is it okay if I give an update on Valentino?
Oh yeah. She said, "Sounds like a party to me." Jenna, that's funny. Nunya, type faster. Listen, that works on my channel and this channel. See how that works? I can tell you that either way. Nunya likes to get in here and go, guess what? And we'll be like, okay. Everybody's waiting on pins and needles for her to say something. I'm like, type faster.
Okay, so
yes,
update on Valentino. So we know our wonderful Miss Nunya is in the process of trying to adopt Valentino. So the latest is she, and correct me if I'm wrong, Nanya, she has had an interview with Brian, who is the volunteer Kayla's husband. So she's had an interview with him. Now they're looking at, they're doing the vet check thing. You know, they go to your vet and they talk to your vet, and so they're doing that. And then comes the fun part. If everything clears out, which I don't see any reason why it shouldn't,
No, I don't.
then Nanya and Valentino will be able to meet in the official PetSmart adoption room.
Yay!
And if they like each other, then Nanya is taking a new friend home on the spot.
Yep.
No more waiting.
I know. I'm so excited. When you told me about that before the stream, I was like, oh my God, yay. See what Jenna just said? I forgot about that, but she's right. We can stream to both my channel and this channel at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So we could do we could do a crossover just so that it lives on your channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, you know, that we're going to have, and everybody can just be in whichever one they want. It doesn't matter to me. But yeah, it'll live on your channel just like it'll live on mine. Yeah. So future people that come to your channel that might not know about my channel will still have the opportunity to see it. Yay. I'm so excited for Nanya. Oh my God. I'm so excited for Valentino.
What if we did an emotional support animal awareness day?
We can do that. Listen, we can do whatever you want. I am down for anything. You know that. Well, almost anything. Anything that's not going to get me put on probation again. I can't have anything to do with that kind of stuff. I mean, you never know. This is Wanda and me we're talking about. It could happen. Could. Inadvertently. Unintentionally and unironically kind of thing, you know. Oh, Nanya, I am rooting for you so hard here. I am so rooting for you. I just don't see how this is not going to work out. I think you are going to do just fine. I think everything's going to check out. And cat thieves.
Yeah.
Oh, God, we're going to listen, we can do whatever you want. After the stream, Wanda, we can discuss, when you want to do that. Because we do have a couple things planned out already and scheduled that Jenna's doing, which is why I said I know that Jenna just panicked right there when you said that, because she's like, oh my God, the schedule. She's so funny. Listen, if it wasn't for her, I'm telling you guys, this would be a big old mess. My whole world would be a big old mess. Yeah. She sends me like Excel spreadsheets with the schedule and stuff.
Maybe I could actually get that lawyer that I so for those of you, before I just talk about this, because Kim knows what I'm talking about, but you won't. I was able to, there was a 3-part training on emotional support animals by a woman who actually has testified on the issue of emotional support animals and discrimination for the Department of Justice. Yeah, the Federal Department of Justice. So she's really well versed, and they had a lawyer in that training that talked about how the differences in emotional support animals versus service animals versus therapy animals, and they got into a lot of the nitty gritty. And the woman gave her email and said that she's very accessible. So I can see if maybe I can email her and see if I get a response, and if she would be willing to sit down with Kim and I and have an interview with us. And talk about emotional support animals, and maybe that could be just then we could make that day emotional support animal awareness day, because I think Emmanuel has a good point, and I think everybody here understands that animals are really good for your mental health. They really do.
I think I have so many. I plan on living forever. I found the Fountain of Youth. Ponce de Leon was looking in the wrong place. He should have just been looking to the cats. Huh. Huh, kitten. There's no fountain of youth. There's just kitties. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh. Hi, baby.
Do you want to show Amber?
I can do that. I can grab her. She just
Yeah.
sits
Why
here.
don't you give us an update on Amber?
I will do that. Hold on.
I'm sure everybody would appreciate that.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. Here, Bucky. Come here, Bucky. Come here, my girl. Come on. Come on, Bucky. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. Can we say hi? Huh? You want to say hi? Let everybody know how you're doing? Here she is. Here she is. There's our little Amber. If you guys notice, Amber actually has a very slender face. Yeah, she does not have the chipmunk cheeks that she used to have. Partly because obviously because now her teeth are gone, so of course she's going to have a little bit more slenderness in her face, huh, baby girl. But also because part of her chipmunk cheeks was the infection in her mouth that was causing it to be inflamed and somewhat swelled. So yeah, so as you can see, Amber is doing really well. She is she's alert, she's active, she's eating. She is feeling so much better, Catitude. She really is. She's running around. She is back to the way she was before all the pain started in her mouth. I'm seeing my old baby again. She's been eating, she's got an appetite, she's drinking water, she's using the bathroom, she's doing really good. I'm really happy. And yeah, everything's going really well. I'm really happy with how things have turned out. And I'm really glad that we just did the full tooth extraction, because I would have felt really bad had we done a couple of teeth and then something happened with more of her teeth and then we had to go and put her through it again later on. So I'm happy with the way we did this. So yeah, so she's doing really good. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome here. Yeah. Thanks for letting me do that, Wanda.
Yeah, no problem. Miss Nunya, yeah, I think Valentino I think he would make an excellent emotional support animal because he's incredibly loving. He likes to be held. He likes to be snuggled. He loves to be kissed. He's just a cuddle buddy. He's just a little cuddle bug.
I wasn't planning on showing that I'm wearing my sweatpants, but I don't care now because Amber's, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see, she's being really good.
Aww.
Yeah. Yep. There you go, guys.
Yeah.
Ah.
Kim, is that the vet that took care of the ones that took care of the other cat that spent time getting her out from underneath the cat was hiding underneath something, and because we were talking about are they trauma informed?
Oh, you're talking about, okay, Hazel. No, okay, so I use multiple different vets, and I'm going to tell you why. It is not because I have 19 cats. Each vet individually knows how many cats I have. I use them because each of them has a service or a pricing situation that makes it advantageous to use them. Mm-hmm. So the one that I used for Amber, obviously we've now found out, will be the vet I go to for any kind of surgeries, because they have affordable vet care and they're really good. They took awesome care of her. They were wonderful to me. I couldn't have been happier with them. So that's going to be the one I'm using for surgeries. The one you're talking about is the one that I will go to for shots or just general things, like if somebody gets a cold or a respiratory infection or just needs something like that. That's where I'll go for that kind of stuff. And then the Humane Society is who I use for getting people spayed and neutered, because I like the idea of contributing to them. And then I have another one that I will use for emergency situations or any kind of end-of-life situations. And again, it's only because each one of them is really, really good at that specific area of care. And I like how they handle things. And obviously there's a pricing situation for each one of them that makes them advantageous to use them for that. So, yeah.
Catitude asks, is she eating okay?
She is eating phenomenally. I do have to, I am watering. They did not put sutures in her mouth. They used glue. So listen, my cat are people, Catitude, stop. I know that's what I said. I know that's what I said. My cat are people. Come on. They are people. But no, they use glue for her mouth and not sutures. So I want to be really, really careful about what I'm letting her eat, but she has to eat. So I take the pate that I've got for her and I put it into a little blender and I literally turn it into a puree, a really watered down puree, and I let her eat as much as she wants. So it reduces the amount of food that could get stuck in there in the little wounds or whatever right now. So yeah, but she's eating just fine. Yes, they are people.
Yeah. Nunya says about Valentino, he's going to get a lot of top head and nose kisses.
Good. I'm so glad. That's gonna be so awesome.
Oh, he'll love it. He's just because I was actually kissing him today and I said, how I know I haven't kissed you. How do you think about that? You know, like when I've held him and I've like kissed him when I'm holding him, but he was actually sitting on the table and I just gave him a little hug and kissed him on the top of his head. And he was just like, oh, it's nice.
What's the noise he makes? Do the noise.
Oh yeah, he doesn't meow. I mean, he can meow,
yes,
but he doesn't do it very often. He just walks around the apartment going, brr, brr.
He does. I've heard him do it. It's so cute.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Thank you.
I don't get it.
It's that's adorable. When I heard him do it, I was like, oh my God, I can hear him. It's so cute. I love it.
Yeah, he just, I mean, he walks around, he wants my attention. He comes over and he goes, brr, brr, brr.
It's also funny to watch Wanda do that.
Yeah, this is probably why she did it. Yeah.
And that is actually exactly why I told her to do it.
Yeah, of course.
It's so cute when you do. It's cute when he does it. It's cute when you do it, Wanda. I love it. I want to adopt you because it's so cute. Who doesn't want to adopt Wanda? Come on now. How can you not want to adopt her? Everybody wants to adopt Wanda. Or maybe just me. I don't know. That's how my.
Well, I am feral, so I don't know.
I'm incredibly feral. It's a lot of work. But I've got time.
You know, Kim and I are Gen X, so we are feral. You know, keep that in mind if you're going to adopt anybody.
Yeah,
we're not even trained.
No. Listen, you got to learn how to type fast with distractions. Yeah. I'd adopt both of you. Now we can adopt a crazy cat lady month. I love it so much. My God,
I do too. That's great.
I love that idea. Adopt. Listen, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Adopt a crazy cat lady where you just. I mean, because people adopt wild elephants in Africa. And it's just basically you send a monthly amount. It helps to go to preserve their.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we could do adopt a crazy.
That could be the community fund.
Could be.
Instead of like just the community fund, we could call it, adopt a crazy cat lady month. And then every month somebody, like it could be Ruby Dawn one month, it could be Cammie the next month, and Wendell could be a crazy cat lady for a month. I mean,
he is a crazy cat lady by proxy. That's by marriage. I mean, that's all that has to happen there.
Yeah, fund the crazy cat ladies and
we'll solve the cat problem. Oh my God, it's so good. I flipping love this community. Holy cow. I love it so much. You guys are phenomenal. You guys are
Valentino just got up, so I'm going to just grab him a minute so that
Wendell would be on board for what? Being a crazy cat lady by marriage or by you adopting us? Because if Wendell's on board for you adopting us, we really need to clone Wendell. Valentino, look at him, he's so cute. What are you? Hey, speaking of crazy cats, yeah,
there he is, Nunya.
Look at that little face. Oh my God, I love his face. Tilt your camera down. Tilt your camera down so we can see him. There we go. Look at him. There he's on full screen. Look at his little face, you guys. It's so cute. Wendell would be on board for all of it. Listen, Wendell's on board for her adopting us too. Oh my gosh, Wendell gets to be the male face of the Crady Cat Lady organization. I love it. He's so handsome. Listen, I don't doubt it. I'm sure he is. Listen. He is like the George Clooney of cat lady men. Cat lady men. Cat lady men. Let's go with that. I don't know what I just said. Yeah, I can't wait. Look at his face. He's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I love him.
Sleepy. So he was just getting up to stretch, and then he was going to lay back down, and I just got him.
And
so
she snagged him.
He's laying on my lap now.
I meant Valentino. Oh, I thought you meant your husband. Damn it, I read that wrong.
Who's Wendell?
Cam's husband. Oh, he's a crazy cat man. And we love him. We love him here. Oh, I know Cam. I'm not okay. Yes, and Wendell is everyone's prize man today. Listen, can we just all be married to Wendell?
Yeah, poor Wendell.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you guys have seen that one show that's on God, what is it on? What is it on? The one that has 90 Day Fiance, but they also have that Sister Wives.
Kim, you're not helping Cammie get her from Hello Fresh.
What? Are you kidding me?
Her
Sister Wives? You need
Hello Fresh subscription or whatever that she has to go through Wendell to get. I mean, Wendell's gonna come on here and watch his stream and go,
Wendell's
what?
Here one of these days.
What?
I'm sorry.
You said
I don't
what
know
about
what
me?
you're filling my wife's head with, but you guys are grounded.
Not many.
Oh my gosh, Cam, that is so Listen, you already sold us on Wendell. We're all marrying Wendell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, our next movement in this country, we got to make
a PC. Cats and polygamy.
Listen, I was just gonna say, we need to figure out how to make polygamy legal. We should not have a listen. Not everyone in the world should have a platform. Oh God, Gertrude. Okay, poor Wendell. Wendell, if you watch this, I am so sorry. We just all think you're wonderful, and we're all a bunch of crazy cat ladies. Personally, I'm against relationships, but you are a phenomenal man, and I support the relationships when it comes to you. Yes. Because you're a good man. So that's my disclaimer for Wendell. I'm going to let Wendell listen to replay. He will love it. Does Wendell have any brothers? Hey, yeah, no kidding. Cam, does Wendell have any brothers? Is he an only child? We all want to know. Type faster. Waiting. I feel like we got the loading screen on that little circle that's going around, just waiting. I know. No, he got stepbrothers. No, he does. He's got stepbrothers. But are they like him? Hey, I know you don't like the way she smells, but you need to stop it. Sir. It's okay, Amber. It's okay. It's okay, honey. It's okay.
Or would he be willing to donate some DNA for cloning?
Wow. When he's sleeping, grab a couple hairs. That's right. There you go, Gertrude. There. Wendell, listen. Wendell, if you're listening to this, this is what you need to do.
I'm just going to get right up to the screen.
Listen. This is between me and Wendell. Wendell, listen to me. You need to start a YouTube channel, okay? You can be the good Andrew Tate of the internet, all right? All you got to do is get on there and you have the secret to women. Cats. You just get on there, make a channel, and be like, I am the woman whisperer. I know the secret. Okay, Now that we've had this good talk, Wendell, good talk. You have a good day, man. Go for it. I'm behind you. I'll be your first subscriber. I swear to God, I will. God, if Wendell makes a YouTube channel, I am here for that. The good Andrew Tate. I know, that's what I'm saying. Because Andrew Tate thought he was so freaking smart and he thought he knew everything. Now he's in jail. Yeah, no, Wendell can be the good Andrew Tate. He really does know the secret to women. Cats. That's right. You train them all. Then we won't have to listen. It's either that or we're cloning you, Wendell. One of the two. Pick one. Got choices.
I'm gonna be your friend here.
Poor Wendell is probably sitting over there. How the heck did I get dragged into this thing? Oh yeah, and let Cam have HelloFresh. I'm just throwing that in there as though
Yes. Yeah. Kim needs sponsors. Do you see how many cats she has? She needs a sponsorship.
Nunya. Google Andrew Tate. You will hate him like the rest of the world does. Yeah. Especially women just hate him because he's just oh. Yeah. Yep. You must title this the Wendell episode.
We can do that. We can change. We can,
Yep. Yeah, Gertrude says, sorry, Wanda, not one. You know what? Either one works. Yes. Wendell, listen, we are all behind you 100. Well, we're all behind you 99%. That other 1% is you got to let Cam have HelloFresh. Then you're going to have us at 100. Just saying. Oh my God. Yes. That's so fun.
Kim, I think you just need to do a segment up close and personal with Kim and just.
Yeah. Emmanuel, so Andrew Tate, just to give you guys, because enough of you guys are asking now, he is one of those egotistical, just narcissistic men that thought he is God's gift to women in this earth, right? And so he started getting on there and just giving all these like speeches about, I know what women want, whatever. And he started even like a school of learning what he knows and how to be an alpha male and all this stuff. And in the end, he got in trouble for trafficking of women and a bunch of other stuff. He got into a lot of trouble in the end because he ended up being what everybody knew he was, which is just a big stupid person. And yeah. But that's how he ended up. Yeah, he was one of those egotistical men that just, how to become the alpha male. And he actually made himself a little school. Yeah, he gave me a headache too, a huge one. I hated him. Yeah, he's a douche. That's right. And that's not me saying that, Mr. YouTube. I just read in the comment. That's all I did. Comment section said it. Who is meowing? What is wrong? What is happening? Nothing? All right, cool. Yeah, I bet I'm probably more alpha than he would ever be. Nunya, you are. Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah. I think he was overcompensating for something. Summer's Eve Andrew Tate. Yeah, no kidding. Right? You are not lying. You are not lying. Hi, Perfect Kitten. Was that you doing all the meow meows? She was standing on the little walkway that's on the entryway. She was just standing up there just hollering at nobody. Yeah, it was perfect. I don't know what the heck her deal was. She just was like, I need to be heard. Okay. Anywho.
Which one was on the ledge the other day? Was it Figaro or
Mittens? Oh, the one when I was talking to you?
Yeah, and he couldn't jump down because you had some
So this ledge that's right above me is right over this little chair, right, obviously. And that's kind of their jump down point. And because I emptied out the front room, as you guys know and saw in the video, this was covered with tools. So he couldn't jump down. So he just sat over here when I was on the phone, when I was talking to Wanda the other day, and just meow, meow, meow. I'm just like, oh my God, I had to come over here and I had to rescue him because apparently it was too much for him just to follow the highway around to the other side and get down. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Jump. Come on. Perfect. Come on. Perfect. You can jump. Okay. She's above me. She's threatening to jump. It's okay. You can jump. Okay, no, she jumped up. Never mind.
It's going to be another cat dropping from the
Got
ceiling.
Good. She's got the zoomies. She's literally just running the little cat highway every once in a while. She just stops and stares at me like, did you see me? See how fast I went? Look what are you doing? God, she's out of her mind right now. Wait. Her currently. She just sits there and stares at me like, I'm going to do it. Well, do it then. Come on. What?
Oh, she's doing a roll.
Come on. Come on, jump down. Nope. Stretch. I don't even know. Oh, who jumped down in front of the camera like a bug the other day during the live? I think that was Sherlock, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Sherlock.
Yeah, I don't know which one it was. It's like a cat just dropped from the ceiling.
Yeah, that was Sherlock. And then Wanda's like, looks like somebody's throwing cats from the side. I'm like, no, look, there's a shelf above me.
Well, that's what it looked like. It looked
I
like
know,
somebody-
dude. I know, it was funny. I went back and rewatched it. I was like, what the hell is going on? Yeah.
That was
What
our
are your
first blooper.
What are your cats doing right now, Wanda?
Oh, my cats are all quiet. They're Abra's here laying down. She's in a little bed. And Valentino went over and tried to be friends with her. And so that ended that. Yeah. And I don't know where everybody else is. They're in various places laying. I think some are back on the cat tree.
Okay, I know that I was trying to be look nice and presentable. I can't do it. It's too damn hot.
No. It's 87 here, so yeah.
Yeah, there's so much humidity in the air down here right now. I'm just like, I don't know how the cats do it. I don't know how they do it. And I know that, listen, if we end up with a summer like we had last summer, I'm going to end up having to shave down like 4 or 5 of these guys at some point because it gets so hot. The one above on the shelf wants her own talent show. Yeah, that was perfect. That's actually Amber's mom. Got to walk the dog. Bye, Jenna. Love you. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Cam. Thank you, Cam. I appreciate that. You really should have seen me before when she called. Because remember I told you guys, I've got curly hair, which is obviously like inherently dry, really dry. So I only wash my hair like every 3 or 4 days, right? So the natural oils just get in there. And well, today is day 3. So if I take this ponytail out right now, my hair holds that form.
Do it.
I'll show you. Here's the hair binder, just so you see I really did take it out of my hair. Yeah, see how it holds that form? I wasn't kidding. This is day 3, and my hair holds the form. So here's the thing. When she called, I had been laying on the couch, just laying there, just rolling back and forth, whatever. And so my hair, literally, I look like Albert Einstein. Yeah. My hair was literally everywhere with it was bad. It was ugly. Magic hair. No, I do have magic hair. I'm telling you, I am a magic woman. Kim's magic hair. That's what I mean. I mean, because like I said, my hair is very oily right now because it is day 3. And so yeah, it does that. Can't believe you made me do that, Wanda.
That'll be the next channel, Kim's magic hair.
I feel like I'm just a sideshow for you. You're a side character, but I feel like I'm a sideshow.
Yeah, I am a side character. I get drug into everything.
Oh my God. Well, this is one of the bad things about having the curly hair is, you know how some people can like put their hair up and then in the middle of the day they can go, oh, I just want it down. They take the thing out and it just falls perfectly. Not when you have hair like this. If you put it in a ponytail at the beginning of the day, you better just leave it there because otherwise you're going to have those little, Mine just flops down, but I have it up the same way. Yeah, see, you're lucky. Mine doesn't do that. Mine does this. Mine defies gravity. That's it. Now I feel self-conscious. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to take a shower. You're gonna see a whole new set of hair tomorrow.
Isn't there a song from, is it Wicked or something? Defying Gravity?
I have no idea. No idea.
I think there
How
is.
did you go from cat advocacy to my hair being magic?
Well, I'm just thinking, you do like to parody songs.
Oh, you're right.
With cat
Right.
lyrics, so maybe that would be
We
your
don't
next
do
one.
that. We don't do that. That's silly. I don't do that.
Let's see.
There's no proof of that. Don't you dare.
Yes, it is Defying Gravity,
Oh,
a song by Indina Menzel and Kristen
that's so funny.
Chenoweth.
Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank goodness for the ponytail. Here's a question. Now I put my hair up all the time. Why? Because I got cats and I'm always doing something. I'm always busy and I don't want it in my face, blah, blah, blah. Why do I keep it? I can tell you why. I can tell you why I keep the hair. Because when my mother got older, she cut all her hair off. So now I won't. I need so much therapy, I think. Oh, it's so funny. I can say it, Kim. I'm in this crazy community. Yes, you can say whatever you want. That's fine.
This song would actually work really well.
Oh, no, Wanda, don't do this to me. God, she's gonna listen. She knows that I have a thing with doing parody songs for the cats. If she puts something in my head, I'm gonna end up doing it. I'm gonna be walking around here writing lyrics to a song. Bye, Emmanuel. Thank you for coming.
Emmanuel.
All right, Wanda, I gotta take a shower now. What is it?
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. See, you can work with those. Yeah, I'm gonna email this to you.
Yeah, email it.
Get ready because there's gonna be a new parody.
Good God.
I don't know I don't want to play it.
No, you can't play it. No.
We get
the copyright
issues. But I'm sure it will. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Cam. I'm like that. My mama likes lots of rings at one time. Too much perfume in the color red. I hate them all. That's so funny. Oh my God. We all have. Listen, we are all crazy cat ladies, and there's a reason for that because we can't function in normal society because of these little issues we have. No, I'm the same way. There's things that I just won't do because my mom did it. So I'm like, I'm not doing it. So I'm not cutting my hair off. It can fall out all at once, but I'm not cutting it off. No. But I have to say I do like the rings.
Well, embrace the crazy because normal is no fun.
No, it's really not. I tried it once.
Normal's boring. Yeah. Fun. Look at Kim.
Yeah, look at me. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, look at
God. Like the bags under my eyes, the hair that stays when I take the ponytail out.
Kimmy is a great role model.
For anybody ever wondered what this tattoo says right here, it says beautiful mess. It does. It says beautiful mess. And there's a reason. Did you see my previous comment about my license plate? Wait a minute. No, I did. You know what? Hang on. I was going to come back to it and I forgot because that's how my brain works. It doesn't. Hang on. I got to go back. I got to go back and find it.
Yeah, I saw it.
I forgot what she said though. And I want to make sure I know what she said. Oh my gosh. Where'd it go? It was really far back there.
Crazy C.
Huh?
Crazy C.
Hang on. You know what? The reason why that caught my attention, I was thinking about it, and I wanted to go back to it, is because you guys are familiar with my boss, Kevin, the one that looks like John Bon Jovi. So he sends me a picture one day of this car's license plate. It says CC lady, right? I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. I want it. He goes, well, it's in our parking lot. I've got my drill or my screw gun. How much will you give me for it? I'm like, no, Kevin, no. Good Lord. God, how far back was it? My God, you guys. It was before that. Where'd it go? Listen, my driver's license plate says crazy C. Oh yeah, that's right. For real. But I was crazy before cats. Listen, shh, we don't talk about that part. No.
Yeah, it comes through in her text too. Crazy C. What crazy C? I'm like,
yep. Yeah, that is what that one says. It says beautiful mess. Yeah. I figured you know what, that was one of those tattoos, A, that hurt really bad. B, it was one of those ones I knew was gonna fit for the rest of my life. There was no way at some point in my life I was gonna go, I'm not a beautiful mess. Hi, Sherlock. Gertrude says hi. Yeah, Gertrude says hi. Are you gonna be nice to Amber? You have to be nice to Amber because she was laying here first and she wasn't hissing. You were. So, sir, you need to be nice. Yeah. She was here first. You need to be nice. Be a nice boy. They listen, because of what she had done, there's a lot of sense on her still that hasn't worn off because they gave her a shot for an antibiotic. They had her under the anesthesia for so long and all that other stuff that it's taking a while for that smell to come off of there. And so they're still kind of I was wondering how you knew to ask me about what to call me the other day.
yeah, because Nunya has about 5 different names. So
Nunya does. Listen, Nunya can have as many names as Nunya wants. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I know, but I want to be
sure. You have as many. Listen, I don't care how many of you are in there. I love every single one of you. Okay? I do. Just know that.
Well,
you're all loved.
It's just polite to ask people their preferred name.
It depends on who you're talking to. You don't know
we're living in 2024. Have you not got that memo yet?
Okay. Listen, Sybil, thank you, Gertrude. Thank you, Gertrude. Round of applause for Gertrude. I love the reference. That's my favorite reference in the whole world. I love that. I love Sybil. That's awesome. We should all change our name to Sybil. Wouldn't that confuse everybody? You thought Sybil was crazy. You haven't met us. What was that? She had like documented like 52 personalities in there. That woman. That's a lot. That'd be a lot. Yeah. Imagine how many cats she could get. Yeah. Each personality has their own freaking cat obsession. Holy cow. Oh my God. Oh, you know what? Wanda, before this takes a turn down Cancel Lane. Wendell and Sybil and Sybil and Sybil and Sybil and Sybil. Yep. Before this takes a sharp turn on to Cancel Lane, I'm going to get out of here because I am going to I'm going to go take a shower because I am sweating so bad right now and I need to go take a shower.
Yes, and I think I have a Chewy box downstairs that was just delivered. So
okay. Good. Yeah.
And I do need to feed my crew in here.
Hi, Pebbles. So you guys got to see what Pebble does.
You know, I'm watching Young and Restless, and one of the main is flipping.
You doing the head bob? Are you doing the head bob? Are you doing the head bob? What do you want? Head bob? Head bob? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want, little Tootsie? Don't fall. What do you want? Do the head bob. There she does it.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye. Yeah, I'm gonna go too. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. And thank you all for supporting us. And again, much appreciation and gratitude to everyone. I mean, we really can't. We just don't have words. Yeah, I mean, no. I don't know. I don't have words. Do you have words, Kim? I mean, I have lots of words, but nothing to describe how amazing this community is.
No. I listen, you guys know that. I don't have words. I don't have words for any of it. You guys amaze me on a daily basis. I love it. Hot fingers.
So now that Kim's kind of over that hurdle of traveling miles and miles and miles for work and miles back to home and then miles and miles again to work. So now that things are a little more stable, her and I will talk about when would be a good time to do the stream. She's already said it's okay if I would have the stream like around 9:00 at night, because I think most people want it later, and that was kind of a time that everyone thought was okay. And so for Kim, that would be 8:00 her time, which is usually her bedtime. But for you all, she will stay up. So we will decide on. We'll try to pick like a day that works for both of us, so that we can just have that day, and then we can start this little support group, and come in and sit down and relax and unload the burdens of taking care of cats and more cats.
Yeah, cats, and more cats.
Yeah.
With Sybil, and more Sybils.
Yeah. So,
All right. Okay.
okay.
I'm ready to get out of here. You do your thing. I gotta fix.
Everyone have a good day. The rest of your day, wherever you're at in the country. If it's you still have day, or if you're like I am, easing towards evening now. So stay safe and enjoy your kitties. And thank you again for joining us. And
The princess's haunt.
oh, and Kim, do you want to do it together?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank
So
you guys.
you
Go ahead.
want to take the lead?
No, you go ahead. I just wanted to say thank you real quick. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. So we'll see you next time, everybody. Ready? Bye.
Bye.